Hello and welcome back to Planet Coaster. For this video we will be designing the murdering aspects of both the Discriminator and the Hammer Swing. The murdering of the people who visited the Discriminator will happen in the shitters, and initially I wanted to create a path going over them and then going above the main path and down towards the campfire. Aligning the elevated path was slightly irritating. I'm having trouble with understanding the path height all the time, and making sure the slope fits within the space was a bit difficult. It eventually worked out and the path leads right next to the campfire. This is where the bodies will be brought. Some will be burned and some stored. Their souls will get released in this area and they'll stay here until King Coaster comes and eats them. As for the shitters and how will the murder occur, I decided to delete the path above them and place another level of rooms there. Since I couldn't find any floor blocks, I used the white roof block as floor. The building mechanic of the game is relatively simple to understand, but the problem happens when you want to edit a building. If you want to edit it, the building will not stay in place, but get snapped to your mouse cursor, so every time you actually want to precision edit the position, you'll need to do it from scratch. I assume this will get fixed eventually, but for now it does bring a fair amount of bananas in my butt. Both the floor and roof was done, so the next thing I needed to fix was the entrance. The elevated path just didn't want to get aligned with it, no matter how many bananas I shoved up my ass. I managed to find a solution by placing yet another floor block before connecting the path with the entrance. By doing this, the path was still a bit too high, but luckily there is this small stair block that fit perfectly and made everything beautiful and fitting. I wasn't sure what to add as a fence here, so I placed these blue supports that will serve as a fence for the time being. Speaking of supports, I also placed the big orange supports under the floor, because this looked structurally unsafe and I definitely don't want my murderers to die because of my stupidity. Now the front side of this building seemed a bit empty, so I placed a large wooden blank sign and added some lamp posts to the shitters. The wooden sign contains the sigil of the Tentaclar. Tentaclar is a monster from hell designed to keep watch over the souls that enjoy coaster parks. Parkgoers rarely die, and Lucifer felt like Tentaclar was useless, so he treated him like shit the entire time. One day he had enough of it and decided to make a deal with the gods of Petardia. He would make sure the souls that die never reach Lucifer in exchange for keeping 20% of them for himself. Most coaster parks are designed to be safe, but this park right here is a proper murder park, so Lucifer won't suspect a thing if Tentaclar never reports anything. Everyone wins. This building also has a skull sign, chimneys and a bone inside of the upper floor. The way people die is very simple. Once the diarrhea starts, all air going through the shitter gets closed off and people die within a minute. A hatch opens and the body gets dragged up. Hatch closes, air filters get activated and the chimneys filter out the stench. This is Tentaclar's House of Diarrhea. The Hammer Swing victims die very violently and their death happens in this area, before the genie. I created a long blue building and placed a protective shield on all sides. Both paths that lead to this building are closed off with a small fence. We don't want anyone accidentally stumbling across a bunch of smashed dead bodies. The exposed side of the building contains the Planet Coaster glowing sign, just so the visitors don't get distracted by the building itself. The front side contains two Tentaclar sigils and lamp posts along with a skull sign inside of the building. The side that is facing the main path contains a Kraken poster that promotes Tentaclar's new movie. Put it in the Kraken. When people visit the Hammer Swing and get hypnotized, they will keep visiting it and at one point visit without fastening their belts. The hammer will swing them the fuck out of their seats and they will fall directly into this building, splattering themselves to death. This is Tentaclar's Splatterhouse. The souls will need to follow the path of the fountains to reach the campfire and wait for the King Coaster's consumption. What fountains, you might ask? Well, there are two fountains that are currently leading the souls in the right direction. One is right next to the Hammer Swing and it contains a mermaid that has a parrot, a pirate man and a fish. These symbolize the way water, earth and air are connected, which gives a clear passage to the souls, as the netherworld is quite nasty. The second fountain is near the campfire and it contains an abstract statue of Tentaclar with two anchors on the sides that represent the anchor that keeps the souls from straying off the correct path. So far so good, the park is looking nice, and next time we will create the ultimate coaster of death that will span across the entire park and it will bring both feelings of joy and terror to everyone who uses it. Thanks for watching and make sure to let me know, do you have any suggestions for the ultimate murder park and do you like what I have done so far? I have been Petard, your glorious lord, and may the blessings of Petardia eternally touch your butt.